All right, and we're live. Welcome. Highfalutin Ski Bum Podcast, episode number 228. Or is it 229? It's 229. It is your pals, Mario and Ryan. Mario, what's up?
Yeah, that was like getting me too. I was like, what number are we up to? Yeah, 229.
We just keep cranking these bad boys out. It's hard to keep track.
I know. Just keep cranking them. Yeah, everything's good. Getting ready. It's been a brutal day, I know, for you and me. I mean, just trying to get everything going. We have, getting ready for Turkey Day, and should be a fun day, but it's been brutal getting there. I know work is just been pretty rough. But
yeah, life's been pretty brutal the last couple of weeks, but the snow is starting to fall, which is a beautiful thing. And like you said, we're recording this the day before Thanksgiving. It won't be out till after Thanksgiving because, God damn it, I need a break. But we had an awesome interview today. That's going to be our main topic. We got some fun things we're going to hit you guys with. We're going to keep this one pretty short because we already put one out Monday, but we wanted to get one out during the Thanksgiving weekend because some people, thug life, are traveling, hitting up those resorts because there's some places that are open.
That's right.
Not a ton of snow, but places are open, and that's a big positive, especially with the way things have been going and quarantines and restrictions and lockdowns. So we're happy to see places opening up. So hopefully you're getting out there. Hopefully you're getting some turns in. If not, we'll help get you fired up, keep you excited, get you ready for when you do. Thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it. Check us out, skibumpodcast.com. We are on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Untapped, at Ski Bum Podcast. Send us an email, skibumpodcast@gmail.com. Find us on your favorite podcasting apps. Rate us. Subscribe. That would really help us out. Also, if you need stickers for this season, DM us on Instagram at that skibumpodcast@gmail.com email box, and we will get some out to you so you can help spread the love that way. We really do appreciate it. We also got the shop. There might be some Black Friday sales teaser at skibumpodcast.com/shop. So keep an eye on that. That'll also be on the socials. We'll post that when it goes live. Thank you for listening. We do appreciate it. Mario, let's kick it off with the après today.
So my après is just water today. I'm just rehydrating after a long day. I'm also podcasting from my mom's house. That's why we have the Last Supper in back of me.
Look at that.
It's actually a beautiful piece. It's like out of silver, painted silver.
Painted silver. Look at that. So, very classy. Very beautiful.
Which is appropriate for Thanksgiving, possibly. Hopefully not Last Supper, but it's supper. So,
I mean, it's not religious. I mean, Thanksgiving's not a religious holiday, really.
No.
But it is a wonderful holiday.
It is. So that's the background I have. But it's also, she's also 80 years old. So it's literally like 78 degrees in the house. Oof. So I'm melting here, and I need to hydrate because I'm trying to fix she had a pipe burst last week, a pipe leak. So that got fixed, and now I'm just patching up the wall and fixing up some stuff for her because that's what I do.
And she's going to be thankful for your service tomorrow.
Yeah.
Look at
exactly.
That. You're earning your dinner tomorrow.
That's it. Gotta earn it now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
How about you, Brian?
My après is not that much more exciting either. Like you mentioned, we've both been kind of slammed with stuff, and we're doing this in the afternoon, not our usual nighttime wind down, have a good time. So I'm just drinking my coffee in this wonderful Yeti mug that I think it's
also on sale.
There's one still left. We've sold out of them. It's just coffee with that wonderful turmeric creamer from Laird Hamilton. That stuff is
yeah.
If you're into that, if you're into turmeric, it's great. It's better than sugar and milk, I guess, apparently.
I like it once in a while. True. Yeah, I like that once in a while, but I actually had a bag in there for a long time and I hadn't been touching it, so it kind of went by the wayside. Yeah.
Like clump up and stuff because it's coconut. I guess it's dehydrated coconut milk or cream that's used in there too.
It was all right. I think I gave it to somebody or it went in the garbage. I'm not sure.
The only bad thing about it is I drink a lot of this stuff. A lot of coffee and a lot of yellow turmeric creamer. My teeth are turning fucking yellow. I have like Grinch teeth because of all this coffee and turmeric creamer. So I got to find some sort of like bleaching teeth kit or something to
Dude,
undo that.
Crest white strips, man, they work great. Bodie just my son just got his braces off, so he's doing the teeth whitening now. And we were talking about, oh, should you go to the office and do the teeth whitening? I'm like, I did it before. It's bullshit. You just do the white strips. They work great. They should actually have them in the Laird Hamilton bag, so that after you finish the bag, creamer, you can do the white strips.
That's actually really good synergy there. Like coffee and white strips together as like a packet.
Yeah, just sample, like a sample pack, like 2 or 3 of them in there, and just do them once in a while.
Why the hell not, right?
Yeah. Coffee and the turmeric, that's a double whammy.
It's a double yellow whammy right there. I got yellow and brown.
Yellow and brown. It's all dark yellow.
And brown, never a good combination. It's always a problem. So
yeah,
I got to figure something out. Luckily, everyone's quarantined and locked down, and you know what? I'm married. Who the hell's looking at my teeth anyway? So
yeah.
It's all good. I'll figure out a plan.
Just do the white strips. They work.
White strips. There you go.
There's a million different versions, but just get something. I'll send you what I
have. Some leftovers. Like my teeth are so fine and shine and whitey. I don't need any of these strips anymore. They're for you now.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. So we don't have any stories in the app rate today. We don't have anything in the gondola except New Jersey is screwing up marijuana legalization. Why is anyone surprised by this? Well, actually, it's a quick. We're not even officially in the gondola. It's a quick little story about it. They're trying to get the law passed before January 1st so it can be approved so that it can be legal. What's awesome is the guy who authored the bill decided to try to sneak in decriminalizing magic mushrooms. And they're like, dude, what are you doing? They're like, we're just trying to get weed legalized. Now you're trying to put magic mushrooms in this too. He's like, I didn't think you'd notice. But it's like,
he got greedy.
Oh, it's like, dude, let's just get this passed. Let's take care of the magic mushrooms next year. Like, let's just get the weed legalized. So that seems to be.
I was talking to our buddy Rem this afternoon, and he made the comment like, "Oh yeah, weed's legal in Jersey." I'm like, "Okay, hold on a sec. Are you able to buy weed now? Then it's legal in premise, but you don't have access to any crap right now." So
yeah. It's such a gray area because people are like, dude, a lot of people have the same attitude that he does. So like, I'm just going to drive around with weed. It's like, you can still get arrested, dude. Like,
it's still not quite legal,
Yeah, we'll get there. Another month. Hopefully everything will be worked out. But
let's just say it's been voted on. There's no law. It's that whole churn of the system that we complain about where, yes, you voted to legalize it, but it's not legal and it's not available for however many years. So
exactly. But hopefully by January 1st, we'll get there. We shall see. So we are going to go right into the ski news. So this is breaking news for us as we're talking about this. On the Snow is apparently back because they talked about shuttering after the whole COVID thing struck back in March or April. They shut their whole service down, their app, everything. But
that was terrifying, right?
They posted on Twitter. They're like, hey, we're back. And if you go to their website, it is back and live, which is great because they had a really good service. And we're happy to see them back. They're a great tool. And we're going to use them as the second story too, because they have a list of all the resorts that are open. That's kind of like what they were best used and utilized for was showing where the snowfall was, what resorts are open. Again, we're doing this podcast the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Hunter Mountain in New York, Mount Snow in Vermont, both announced they were opening today. Was looking at the Hunter Mountain webcam yesterday. I don't know how much snow they could blow in one night, but it did not look super skiable. But you know how it is this time of year, especially with this weather. People just are so jonesing. They want to be their opening day. They want to get that T-shirt. They want to say they did it. So they opened. It's great. But as far as places that are open, looking at this list, nothing is rip-roaring open. Most places, the places that are the most open right now is Lake Louise. They have all 10 of their lifts open, but as Americans,
Wow.
you can't even go there. So
Can't even go.
as an American, that doesn't even matter to us. But most places, again, a couple other in Canada have maybe 4 out of 6 lifts open. Squaw Valley's got 9 out of 34. Stowe, Vermont, 2 out of 12. Sugarloaf, Maine, 2 out of 13. So stuff is open. Wolf Creek, 8 out of 10. So there are a bunch of resorts open. Alta, A Basin, Arizona Snow Bowl, Aspen Snowmass, Bear Mountain, California, Beaver Creek, Breckenridge, Brighton, Brundage, Buck Hill in Minnesota, Cataloochee, talked about them last week, they opened, Eldora, Grand Targhee, Granite Peak, Hunter, Keystone, Killington, Lake Louise, Lookout Pass, Loveland, Lutsen, Mammoth, Marmot Basin, Mount Norquay, Mountain High, Mount Baker, Mount Rose, Nakiska, North Star, Park City, Purgatory, Sierra at Tahoe, Squaw Valley, which they haven't changed the name apparently yet, Stowe, Sugarloaf, Sun Peak, Sunday River, Sunshine Valley, Vail, Wild Mountain, and Wolf Creek. Again, none of them are at full capacity. A few are at half, but it's still early. And I know a lot of places are opening Friday when this podcast may or may not be out. Try to get open for the Thanksgiving weekend. A little sneak peek of our conversation, our main topic conversation. Bretton Woods in New Hampshire is looking to open, possibly, maybe. The weather right now, the weather in the Northeast is going to be precipitatious on Thanksgiving. Is that a word?
Yeah.
Precipitatious. And I guess depending on where you are will determine whether you're getting rain or snow. So TBD. It's been, 2020, man. Like, this is what's to be expected. We're all kind of over the barrel all year, and this starting of ski season is no different. But you know what? All we can do is forge on and stay positive.
But what's also interesting on the snow site, they have a long range weather forecast for the winter, and they're saying places like, it's like basically Vail down to Monarch is going to be like normal, but north of Vail, so like Steamboat, Cameron Pass, Loveland, they're predicting above normal snow forecast. So it's weird. And then they have a chart, and they have like even Killington on there with 105%. So they're saying we're going to get snow. Like a lot of places are going to get snow. Average to, these are a lot above average listed here.
That area you said in northern Colorado, that's also kind of what benefits from La Nina.
Yeah.
Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, they all seem to get kind of hit pretty hard by La Nina. Historically.
Right. So like Silverton, they're saying 85%. So they're saying it's going to be below, but you get something like, Snow Basin, Snowbird, those are all like 120%. So the interesting thing to watch is not just the snowfall, but you can get the snowfall, but if the heat keeps going back up, it's going to screw up the ski season. So even though you get snowfall, if you get these intermittent, like hot periods, that might throw a wrench into things, but it's good to see that they're predicting snow. So
where did you find that?
If you go to On the Snow, they have, those panels that keep clicking. There's one has the map and it says snow forecast.
Okay, so I see the 1920 long range weather forecast, which
no, there's 2021.
Okay, good, because I'm like, that's not going to do us any good. Or if you do want to go and test it against what the actual was versus their prediction.
Yeah. So that was the 2021 was that, but then if you scroll down a little, you see the chart.
I'm only seeing the 1920.
Pop-ups. It's all pop-ups.
What category on the top nav did you go to?
Well, if you scroll down a little, it's right there. It says Winter Snow Forecast 2021. And if you click on that.
I'm not seeing that for some reason.
No?
No.
See the link.
How did you get to it originally? Like, what did you...
Well, I looked at the panels and I clicked on something, but then I just went back and you could ignore the panels on the top and just scroll down. And I think it's the second little story they have in there. on that next bar.
Okay, because they also have like projected openings. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here that they have.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You mean like the carousel thing?
Yeah.
Carousel. Gotcha. Okay.
I just sent you the link in the chat.
All right. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. Whistler
Yeah.
Blackcomb, Sun Valley, Schweitzer, Jackson Hole, Big Sky, and Banff are like the highest projected snowfall resorts in North America.
Yeah.
So take that for what it is. We shall see.
Take it for what it is.
Yeah.
All
right. And next up, and this is kind of our final story in the ski news, but also a lead into our main topic. 10best.com. This is part of USA Today. They'll do all these 10 best lists. They have tons of different things. They just released this past week their whole ski section. So they have all these lists of 10 bests for skiing, snowboarding, après, on mountain dining, hotels. So we just thought we'd go through these lists because this is exactly the kind of stuff we are super into. So top 10 resorts in North America. Number 1, Sunshine Village in Banff, Alberta. Number 2, Brundage Mountain, McCall, Idaho. Number 3, Copper Mountain, Colorado. Number 4, Mount Bohemia in Lac La Belle, Michigan. Number 5, Kirkwood Mountain in California. Number 6, Skiland Ski Resort in Fairbanks, Alaska. Number 7, Cannon Mountain, Franconia, New Hampshire. Skiland. Number 8, Lake Louise in Lake Louise. Number 9, Telluride. Number 10, Silver Star, Vernon, British Columbia. And you must be wondering, wow, that's an interesting list. I want to see what the criteria is for this list. So they're saying that they wanted to know the top 10. So they asked their readers to vote for their favorite resorts. Mountains that offer serious snowfall, varied terrain, lots of lift access, and all the desirable amenities in town. So I'm saying this is awesome, but I'm also going to say take this with a bit of a grain of salt because this is people who read USA Today. No offense to those people.
Yeah.
But just keep that in mind. And they do have a list of experts that are, legitimate, that are also part of this process. But yeah, that's a pretty interesting resort. It's not exactly the same one you'd see if you were looking at, Ski Magazine or Rest in Peace Powder Magazine's top 10s. Very cool list.
Yeah, very cool. I like that. Still gotta get out to Banff.
Yeah, seriously. Well, don't know what to do with this year.
I'm just hoping that border opens soon.
Yeah. And they have the best cross-country ski resorts. So again, we talked last week to our buddy Clark about backcountry, and there's going to be a big push in Nordic travel this year and Nordic ski because of the limitations, restrictions, reservations for regular alpine skiing. So this could be something worth checking out this year. So we got the top 10 Nordic ski resorts. We've got Devil's Thumb in Tabernash, Colorado, Bear Valley in California, Snow Mountain Ranch in Granby, Colorado, Waterville Valley in New Hampshire, Jackson Ski Touring in Jackson, New Hampshire, Crested Butte Nordic in Colorado, Gatineau in Chelsea, Quebec, Nipitka Mountain Resort in BC, White Grass Ski Touring in West Virginia, and Tahoe Cross Country in Tahoe City, California. So again, a pretty interesting, varied collection of resorts there if you want to get your cross country on.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And then here we go too. Best on mountain restaurant. I don't know how this is going to be affected this year. I don't know if people are going to be able to actually go to these places, if it's going to be reservations or limited. But this is a fun list to check out too. So number 1, White Horse Bistro in Lake Louise, Alberta. There seems to be a lot of Lake Louise, Banff results here in the top 10s. I've heard it's awesome there. I have relatives who've gone in the summertime, but this is something we're going to have to explore a little bit more, seeing all these great results here. Number 2, the Mountain Room, Sunday River, Maine. Number 3, the 10th, Vail, Colorado. 4, Rustler Lodge Dining Room in Alta. Number 5, Eagle's Eye Restaurant in Kicking Horse, BC. 6, the Bavarian Restaurant in Taos, New Mexico. That's right up my alley. I got to check that one out. Number 7, Collins Grill in Alta. Number 8, Allie's Cabin in Beaver Creek. Number 9, Corbett's Cabin in Jackson Hole. We've had the waffles. They are delicious. And number 10, the Roundhouse in Sun Valley, Idaho. All right, let's see what's next on our list here. So this is actually a super fun list just to go through. Best ski hotels. How about those? One of the top 10 ski hotels, according to the 10 best USA Today. Here you go. Number 1, Viceroy Snowmass.
Yeah.
Snowmass Village, Colorado. 2, the Blake in Taos, New Mexico. 3, the Josie Hotel, Rossland, BC. Number 4, Trapp Family Lodge in Stowe, Vermont. Number 5, Bear Mountain Lodge, Bethlehem, New Hampshire. Number 6, Timberline Lodge in Oregon. Number 7, Teton Mountain Lodge and Spa in Teton Village, Wyoming. Number 8, Fairmont, Banff Springs, Banff, Alberta. If you have not stayed at a Fairmont hotel in a ski town, you, my friend, are missing out because they are freaking awesome. I've stayed at the one in Tremblant. Phenomenal. The one in Whistler has some of our favorite restaurants, those freaking steakhouses that are there. Tremendous. Number 9, Grand Hyatt Vail in Vail. And 10, the Stein Erickson Lodge in Park City, Utah.
That's the life right there.
Yeah, these are very fancy, high-end, highfalutin places, not so much ski bum places.
Nice, huh?
Oh, yeah. And now, something that we can appreciate, the top 10 après ski bars. Now, again, caveat, what is it going to look like this year, the après ski scene? It's probably not going to be as big and ruckus as it has been in the past, but here are the places you can go. Maybe grab a drink and drink it outside, or get one of these. We do not advocate this. Get a Yeti tumbler like this one and fill it with booze while you're driving home. You could do it, especially if you're not driving. Who's going to know? Who are you hurting? We're not advocating you do it. We're just saying. Can't hear you. Are you talking? I can't hear you. I think you lost your microphone.
Boom.
All right, there you go.
Walk around, drive with, yeah, you could.
You could.
Yeah.
We're not saying you should, but you could.
While you're Ubering or you're ski Ubering, you just.
And Mario is gone. And it's just me. Pretty sure he'll be right back. Let's wait and see. We will add him back into the game once he clicks back on. I'm looking at this list here, and all I can think about is number 2, how I haven't been there and I want to be there. So actually rather funny. Looking at this list of all the resorts and restaurants and hotels, I've been to like 1 or 2, maybe. The après ski places, been to at least 4. So that tells you what we're all about and how we roll. And we're still waiting for Mario. I don't know where he went. Up, and he's back.
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Hey, welcome back. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so my laptop's on 4% battery, so I think I'm kind of probably going to die. But, yeah, I'll just switch to the backup laptop.
There you go. That's the move. Well, I wanted to wait till you came back to start talking about the top 10 après ski bars in North America.
Nice.
Because we have some inside information on some of these.
Yeah,
I was saying that we haven't been to all the best ski resorts or the best ski hotels, but we have been to a good number of these best après ski bars.
Yeah.
So number 1, Double Diamonds Bar in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. This one blew me away, and now I'm thinking about this and have to get there. Number 2, Iron Furnace Brewing in Franconia, New Hampshire.
Franconia. Oh, and that was on the top ski resort, so gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. A lot going on there in Franconia, New Hampshire. Number 3, Clock Tower Cellar in Mammoth Lakes, California. Number 4, Rocky Mountain Underground, Breckenridge, Colorado. It's kind of funny to think about Rocky Mountains and underground because they're kind of polar opposites.
Yeah.
I like that. Number 5, High West Distillery, Park City, Utah. Mario, have you been there?
We've seen it a bunch of times, but I don't really know if they let people in. I don't think they do. I think they just keep saying, no, we're full.
I have been in there once, and I've been turned away 3 times.
Yeah. It's, I got to say, it's not my favorite place because of that.
Yeah, bad timing.
Bad timing.
But it's awesome. I assure you it is awesome.
Well,
Number
if
6.
they would advertise with us, it would be even more awesome, or even let us in. That's a start.
This is true. Number 6, Wobbly Barn, Killington, Vermont.
Been there.
Great spot. Would I put it in the top 10? Probably not. Would I put another place
right?
For après?
I mean, for après, I don't know. We've only been there a few times. It has a decent après vibe. They do giveaways and stuff like that.
It's great. We kind of keep things more underground, a little bit off the beaten path a bit for our après.
Yeah.
But it is a great spot. And they have a really awesome salad bar that includes soup. So if you want to have as cheap as a good meal as you can have in a ski town, that's not a bad option.
Not well, and we'll have to see what happens with COVID because who knows if that salad bar is going to be open.
Salad bars they are the real victim of COVID. What salad bar is going to exist anymore?
I think Golden Corral, closed all together, right?
Well,
there's no way it could open.
All right, there are some positives to COVID shutdowns then. No one's missing that Golden Corral salad bar.
I know there's somebody out there probably waiting for it to open back up. I'm like,
I'm sure there's plenty of people.
Yeah. Oof.
Number 7, JT Basque Bar and Dining Room in Gardnerville, Nevada.
Gardnerville.
I don't even know where Gardnerville, Nevada is. I'm guessing it's got to be by Tahoe, right? I'm sure someone's listening right now being like, how do you not know where Gardnerville is, bro? You don't know anything. You guys are a bunch of dipshits. I didn't say dipshits, man. Why don't you just chill out and keep listening? We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's by, that's generous because it's sort of down the hill from Tahoe.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Hey, man, it's right by the Walmart, which is great. So a little bit off the beaten path, but hey, I'm not judging. Awesome. You made the list. God bless you. We got to check it out too. I mean, Reds could almost be technically part of an après ski bar if they're going to allow Gardnerville. Am I right?
Yeah.
Seems pretty close. Number 8. We've been there and we love it. The Mangy Moose in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Mangy Moose.
Oh.
The atmosphere.
Nachos, beers. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Number 9. I love the name of this place and have to get out there. The Bierstube in Whitefish, Montana.
That you combine that with Speckstube, and now you got something.
Dude, anywhere I see a Stube, I'm going in.
That's Bierstube.
I don't care
Speckstube.
what kind of Stube you have, I'm going in.
I wonder if they have beer chips, like they had meat chips at Speckstube.
Ooh, how could you make a liquid? How could you make a liquid chip?
I don't know the science. I mean, there's a lot of science out there.
Science, bro.
Science, bro.
It would need some sort of almost like a Tide Pod, an edible Tide Pod wrapping.
There you go. Tide Pods with beer in them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Tide
edible beer. If you can eat Tide Pods, technically, there's definitely a way they can use that same sort of outside coating to contain beer.
Yeah, you can make it out of dried beer.
Out of dried yeast?
dried beer and starch. Just boom. You make the outside coating and you put your beer in there.
Like a mochi. Like a beer mochi.
Yeah, you just do shots of beer. You just pop in shots so you can sit on the couch and pop your chips, pop your beer.
Have a whole bag of beer chips.
That's it. It's beer chips.
That's the next frontier.
I opened up a bag of beer chips and I got hammered.
It's quite possible.
Could happen someday.
We need to talk to someone who has any scientific knowledge about why this is not being done and see if we can get in on the ground floor on this.
I'm looking up edible beer right now. Let's see what we got.
Someone's got to be doing this. Like, you know, those like breath strips, those Listerine strips, they have like the weed versions of those. Maybe they'll have like some beer versions.
Yeah, exactly.
There's got to be edible beer pods.
Well, they have edible isomalt sugar, full-size beer. Edible six-pack rings. It's not the same.
Edible six-pack rings. So you got someone like fingering that six-pack holder.
Oh, then you're gonna eat it.
And you're gonna eat it. Like, you don't know where it's been. That's disgusting.
Mm.
It's like edible shoes. Like, why would you do that?
Well, then you have to shrink wrap the whole beer thing. So now
you're making more waste.
More waste.
Madness. Pure madness.
Crazy.
All right, number 10, the last one. 6th Alley Bar and Grill in Abe Basin, Colorado. Ooh. So there's one more list that we have of this top 10, and that's best ski towns. And this is going to be an awesome list and also lead us perfectly into our main topic. And for this, we are going to count down backwards because it's our goddamn podcast and do whatever we want. Number 10, Nelson, British Columbia, which I believe is the home of Red Mountain.
Yeah.
Number 9, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Awesome ski town. Number 8, Alta, Utah. Number 7, Breckenridge, Colorado. Number 6, Aspen, Colorado. Number 5, Banff, Alberta, of course. Number 4, Stowe, Vermont. Number 3, Bethel, Maine. Number 2, Rossland, British Columbia. And number 1, North Conway, New Hampshire.
Ah, North.
Again, it's not their first time winning this. And you look at it, and it's got that, you know, you got Mount Washington right there. You got a couple of ski resorts right there, Nordic and Alpine. Have that old kind of New England village too. It's got a lot going on there. And the reason why we talk about this and why it's leading into our main topic is because we had I had a wonderful conversation with our friend Shannon Dunphy Ball, who is the marketing and communications manager with Ski New Hampshire.
Nice.
You know, we talked to Adam from Ski Vermont a few weeks ago, and we wanted to get the New Hampshire version of what they're doing with changes this year, COVID restrictions. And we had a great chat. Her office is in North Conway, New Hampshire, which is pretty awesome. So we hope you guys enjoy the conversation. And if you have any questions, hit us up, skibumpodcast@gmail.com. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have more questions, hit us up, skibumpodcast@gmail.com, or go to skinh.com to get all the info on Ski New Hampshire.
All right. So you got to see.
You're buzzing right now.
I think my mom's doing her nebulizer. So it looks like she's smoking a bong. You got to see this thing.
Yeah, I think you showed me that.
You can put this on the podcast too.
Jeez, look at that. Nebulizing.
That's my buddy Brian just saying hi.
Hello.
He said hi.
How are you?
I wish that was all weed in there.
It could be.
Well,
you could edit that for her.
I think I could.
Yeah.
Looks like a whole. She has the face mask thing now, but she used to just have the pipe looking thing, and it still looked like a bong. John last week, this past weekend, was with a bunch of friends, and they were doing their own smoked old fashions. You know, smoking it, and then they make the old fashioned with it. And they had this whole contraption, and then they started doing it with like a salad dressing thing. Like it was getting out of hand. He kept sending pictures. I was like, that's gonna get out of hand. So
it's very out of hand. I've heard of some people actually like smoking the water they use for ice cubes.
Oh, there
like they'll put the water on their smoker.
Nice.
For I don't know how long, and then make ice cubes with that smoky water.
Nice. You can make anything. You can smoke anything, right?
Yeah, well, pretty much, right?
Smoke gum.
Smoke gum. Well, they said too. The same guy. This was on I think a Joe Rogan podcast. The guy was saying he would take shitty bourbon and smoke it, see if it got any better.
Nice.
We're mixing it. You just want kind of that flavor. So.
I mean, they do the smoky old fashions down here, and they've been doing them for a long time when they first started. But all they do is they get a torch. They torch a piece of hardwood, and they put the glass, on top while they make the old fashioned, and then they just pour it into the glass, and it gets all that smokiness. So,
is it really better? Is it really better?
It's different, and everybody likes the flair. But I'm like, again, you can use shitty bourbon then, and people are like, oh, this is delicious.
Yeah. You're kind of eliminating. You're overpowering your taste buds at that point, really. So yeah, if you do use crappier bourbon, you're not going to know.
Yeah.
I still, for my money, best goddamn old fashions, Jackson Hole, where we stayed at that lodge.
Yes.
Remember the guy like lighting those the orange rind on fire and then putting it out and making a drink with it.
I think you might have to make old fashions tonight.
That guy, when we were there, made so much money because everyone was ordering like 3 old fashions a night.
Yeah. Everybody's just ordering them. It was like, that was it.
The guy's like, I can afford my rent in Jackson Hole now. That's how much money I made.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Craziness.
All right, cool. Sorry I kind of like hogged all the stuff here.
No, that's good. I was trying to figure out this fucking laptop, which all of a sudden it popped up like you have 5% left. I'm like, and then everything starts running slower. So
yeah, I knew you kind of an issue. That's why I kind of just kept rolling with things.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like being quiet because I'm like, I didn't know if I was going to cut out any minute. Like, it was saying everything was like drawing, so that's fine.
Okay,
that works, man.
All right. So you want us to do Under the Ropes, and you want to do the first one then?
Yeah.
All right,
that's
cool.
The wipeout.
Do the other one first. The one that you found, human meat.
Eat yourself, pretty much. Ooh, this is a tough one.
If you want to skip it and just do Wipeout, we can do that too.
We could just do Wipeout. This is disgusting.
Okay.
It's like they have pictures of the petri dish thing growing. I'm like, this is disgusting. This is vile. Oof.
All right, cool. You want to take the Wipeout one then?
No, you can start with it. I'll just jump in.
All right, cool. All right, and now it's time to go Under the Ropes. And we have one story, which is tragic, but with a twinge of comedy to it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Let's put it this way.
It's amazing it took this long to happen.
Yeah.
Wipeout contestant dies after completing game show obstacle course. A contestant on the game show Wipeout died on Wednesday after going into cardiac arrest following the completion of an obstacle course. Spokespeople from TBS and production company Something have confirmed. Sources close to production say the contestant had completed the course but required medical attention after leaving the course. He was then attended to by on-site emergency professionals, after which paramedics were called to the set, and the contestant was transported to a local hospital. No further information about the contestant has been released. All Wipeout contestants undergo medical exams before they are cleared to participate.
Damn.
This is almost like Disney World, where no one's ever died at Disney. They just escort them off. Well, no, they escort them off the premises, and then they say they died at the hospital. They died in the ambulance, wherever.
Yeah.
There's actually cases of people being decapitated by rides, and they don't declare them dead till they leave Disney property.
Damn.
Probably the same thing with Wipeout.
Walt made sure he had the fix on that one.
Oof. Could there be a worse way to go? Like you're doing Wipeout, you're like bouncing around, and like they're all making like wacky jokes, and you're like, oh yeah, look at him, he bounced off it, he made it to the top, congratulations, and then it's, he's not doing good. Let's cut to a commercial.
Well, now they're saying, so they're saying the contestants undergo a medical exam before competing, right? Which is good, but that still doesn't mean that the exerting. I mean, because those obstacle courses, usually people don't complete them. They're pretty tough.
They are tough, yeah.
And they're always getting hit with things and falling, and it's just, I'm surprised. Like I've seen people wreck themselves. They do the scorpion where they face plant and then the legs go over. Like I've seen it a bunch of times. And I'm surprised these people are still walking after Wipeout. But
yeah, right.
It's brutal. It's like now they have the tag, which is almost like American Gladiators. But you ever remember a show called what is it, Joe's versus Pros?
Oh yeah.
I think they stopped that show because I would watch shows, and near the end there, it was they would have a contestant go through, and like they would never finish because they would always blow out their knee or ankle or just horrible, and they'd have a substitute come in that was doing like the last challenge, and it's like, of course they're fresh. They were resting the whole time.
Yeah, right.
So it was just weird because I remember like people just horrible knee injuries and stuff, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man. If you are like an average Joe and you don't really work out and you try to like run and cut, if you try to like make a cut move, dude, your body is not prepared for that sort of those G forces and that muscle and bone strain. You're gonna snap something.
And it's always the people that are like, oh yeah, I should have played pro. I got the talent, and they would get out there and just get destroyed, and then they'd blow something out, and it's like, yeah, that's why you were never at that level. I mean, and they're these are ex-athletes. They're not current. They were a little older, and they were about the same age as these contestants, and the contestants would just get destroyed. It was.
I played some like soccer, like intramural soccer, like after college with this guy, and he was like, back in his day, he was like jacked, and then got into the working world, stopped working out, stopped doing anything athletic, but back in the day was like a really good soccer player.
Yeah.
And we played for maybe 5 minutes, and he tried to do some sort of crazy cut move, freaking blew out his ACL.
You're not young anymore.
Yep. What are you thinking? Like barely stretching, haven't played in like 6 years. Then all of a sudden you try to play like you used to, like not the best move, man. It's like the same people we talked about last week who say they're going to ski themselves into shape.
Yeah.
You sit around,
yourself into cardiac arrest or a hospital bed. That's really what you're gonna do. Eating
donuts all summer and not exercising at all, and all of a sudden, I'm gonna just grab my first black diamond, ski myself into shape. It'll be all good.
It's funny. We had that conversation, and then just this week, I'm talking to somebody that lives up in New York, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go skiing." And, "Oh yeah, I skied a lot in Mount Snow and." They never really went out west that much, but, pretty good skier. But I figure I'll go out with the family and, after the first 1 or 2 days, I'll have to get my legs under me and everything will be fine. Then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, dude, you're not in shape. I've Skyped with you, video chatted with you. Like, you're not in shape. You're older. Like, get to the goddamn gym and start working out. Like, just do cardio even,
I'm talking about, I'm using my aero ski. I'm doing yoga. I'm chasing after my little guy. Like I'm cross training here for this. Like I'm doing everything I can, lifting. Like,
yeah,
I'm all in. It's like, and I'll probably get hurt, but it's like, at least it'll be something awesome. Hopefully not like a goofy ass injury of just, dormancy and muscle fatigue, kind of just crushing you like some of these folks.
I mean, we're pretty aware when we're pushing the limit and we know like, this is probably a bad idea to do moguls or to ski something that we're like a little bit, we're riding the edge, but we know we're riding the edge. I think these people are just clueless. They just kind of are like, oh no, I can do it. Like, what's the problem? Well, the problem is your heart's going to give out or you're going to blow out your knee. Like, that's.
Ignorance is bliss for a lot of these people, like to be delusional and go do their thing. Like it's almost better off.
Yeah. Well, that was like, we both know that guy, Lou, who used to be, oh yeah, I could go into a pro game and I could carry the ball for a quarter. I'm like, dude, you get shattered like glass. Like there's no way. You used to play in high school and you sat on the couch. You're like fat and you're out of shape now.
It's like you were mediocre then.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude.
and now as you get older and fatter, you're gonna get better.
Yeah, like when he was saying that, I remember looking at him, but like, dude, you can't run 40 yards. Like, forget the 40-yard dash. You'd have to take a break at like yard 30 to catch your breath and then finish the other 10 yards. Like,
It's like you can't even walk 40 yards.
that's right. You drive everywhere. You don't even walk to the store. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, some people are just absolutely delusional. And you know what? There wouldn't be shows like Wipeout without those delusional people. So I think we need them.
Yeah, it needs
That would be a fun. That would be a
the
fun.
ego.
Why don't they have a ski version of Wipeout?
Yeah,
Just get a bunch of people to say like, "Oh, I could pretty much ski Corbetts," and like just drop them down there and see what happens. It's like the opposite of Kings and Queens of Corbetts. Get a bunch of clowns who think they can do it. The clowns of Corbetts. Oh my god, I love it.
Clowns of Corbetts.
The
So you have
clowns
Kings
of
and Queens,
Corbetts.
and then you throw in the clowns of Corbetts, and they just go in there and, I think I could do it, man.
I got this, bro.
Got this, man. Watch this. Watch this.
Just get a bunch of clowns from Jersey to go in and just drop them down and see what happens.
I skied Hunter every day.
Bro,
Yeah.
I ski all the blacks. Shawnee, I got this.
I got this. Corbett's, that's not a big deal.
Nothing for me, bro.
And even if they don't drop in, I just want to see the look of terror on them when they decide not to drop in.
Dude, that would be so awesome. The clowns of Corbetts.
The crying, the pissing their pants. That'd be great.
And you signed a waiver that we can use all this footage.
That's right.
Every single second of it. Every tier.
Yeah.
Every excuse, we're using it.
Even the bullying after in the bar with your friends, we're going to use that footage too.
At the Mangy Moose.
At the Mangy Moose. It's awesome.
I love it.
Clowns of Corbetts.
The clowns of Corbetts.
So Wipeout. I'm just surprised like more people don't die on these game shows. Like some of them.
Right? You think like, the American Ninja Warrior, or like that Titan games with Hannah Teeter and The Rock. There's a bunch of those ones.
I haven't seen Titan games. I saw Tag was pretty good. That's with the Watt brothers.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. A lot of the people that compete though are like parkour people. So you see them start jumping around. It's like, whoa, like unassuming. Like you think they're in decent shape and they're like jumping all over the place. It's pretty cool.
Dude, why the hell, when we were kids, did they teach us square dancing instead of parkour?
Oh, that should have been part of the curriculum.
Think how much more awesome we all would have been if we had parkour in gym instead of stupid square dancing. Why did we do that? Like, what the hell was the point?
Every time I think of parkour, I think of the Office episode where they do parkour. I was jumping on stuff. Yeah. There was a guy. So I did a half mutter with Steve, and one of the guys we were doing the mutter with, he's like, I'm just back on my feet. Gonna take it easy, and he's in great shape. He's like, I broke my leg in like 2 places. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I'm a parkour instructor. I'm like, what the fuck? You're an instructor. I was like, damn.
That's a cool gig.
Yeah, but that makes you realize too, like the guy's been doing it for years and he instructs, and he broke his leg in like a bad break.
Well, parkour, I mean, there's no real safe way to do it, like you never know, like if you don't know if the structures you're going to jump on are solid, if things slip or move, or you hit a patch of water or something. Like there's so many variables in parkour. Yeah. But again, like so much better than square dancing. Why didn't we do that?
Yeah. What else was stupid that we learned?
Math.
We did some stupid things.
No, but square dancing takes the cake. That was the biggest waste of time ever.
I think square dancing was really, really bad. They would be better off teaching us like ballroom dancing or something. At least you could use that for your wedding.
Like salsa salsa dancing, lambada, the forbidden dance.
Something to pick up like women, like square dancing. Like, I'm going to take somebody out square dancing. Like, are they 70 or 80? Like,
yeah, perhaps if I had a time machine, I went back to Texas in 1920, it would be wonderful to know how to square dance.
Want to cruise by the senior center to pick up some chicks like that?
Yeah.
It's not helpful.
Where the gilfs at? I'm ready to promenade.
Man, I got my gin and prune juice, baby. God damn.
Well, on that note, thank you everyone so much for listening. We do appreciate it. Check us out, skibumpodcast.com. Black Friday deals, skibumpodcast.com/shop. We will have them out there by the time this launches.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Follow us on the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. What's the other one? Oh, the good one. Untapped at Ski Bump Podcast. Oh my God.
Oh,
If
I
you
can't
need,
put my water on Untapped. I don't think they have that.
they don't have water.
They don't have water.
If you need stickers, send us an email or just send us a note, skibumpodcast@gmail.com, DM us on Instagram, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Stay high, stay fluting.
See ya.